welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 28. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense. because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Making the tackle there, Cornelder.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 25-yard line.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
It's
an incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
Score Panthers 10, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 67 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
His kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Giants 7. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
The 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Jones pass.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
18 on the play. First down, New York.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Mayfield.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Barkley, a first down and more. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
10-6 at the 29-yard line.
Hurry!
From the 29, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. First and 10.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Manhertz, 30 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Good.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 13 yards.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's just me and you. Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the gun, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
56 to Mark, 56. Check 56. Hey, tight. Check 37.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And 6.
Mayfield looks to throw. Being chased out left. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Golden Tate there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Gano for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Panthers 38.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mayfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
13-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
He was brought down
A
by
loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal. At the 5.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Again to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, 91 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
from the gun. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Giants.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 12, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Third, operating from the gun. Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They run, Devontae Freeman. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle.
Jones pass. Complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
Jones pass. Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
35-yard attempt.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
17 yards and a giant first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night.